Hi friends and welcome to our first episode of Clean 24 into 7 hashtag Stay Connect. Today we have very special guest who manage a pan-India operation in one of the well-known facility management company. He is also a sports person and even love cooking more. So every week off he spends a day in a kitchen and prepares some delicious dishes. So let's welcome Mr. Cedric. Sir, welcome to our show.
Hi, good evening, sir Subodh. How's you?
Good, sir. How
I'm
about you, sir?
I'm glad you've chosen my name for this interview.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
So, sir, we are making this video for a motivational and inspiration purpose, which help our viewer to motivate themselves. And for me, you're on the top list.
Thank you. No problem. Go ahead, Subodh. I'm glad you're doing this for this industry,
Yeah,
and it's a betterment for everybody, and we can be on one platform when it comes to the FM industry. I believe it's a very small world, and this is very important to stay connected. And during this pandemic thing, also now this video conference and video calls, it's really helping people and serving people in a better way.
correct. Correct. So, sir, just we start with the things. How was your journey in this FM industry?
Well, the FM industry, this hospitality, I've been into hospitality region from the very beginning, from the scratch, I would say. Just few years ago, I had come to Bombay. While all this while I was in the Gulf region, serving all the international brands of hotels. And when I came this side, for a betterment for in India, basically. So I just thought of not going back and do something in India itself. So I made up my mind and I thought of starting working. So I had got opportunity to work in the BPOs basically, and many friends of mine approached to me. They told Cedric, BPO is the best way. You can earn good money, fast money. But that was never my case. I never wanted to make good enough money, but wanted to make a name in the market, name of myself. Where people should know Cedric Cornello.
Correct.
So thus, I started with a company, with a facility management company as a facility executive for me to understand what is facility, because my forte is all about housekeeping and operations into five-star hotels in the Gulf. Thus, I joined ISS as a facility executive precisely for 2 months. Let me just make it 2 months, where I saw what is really facility, and I thought, like, with the immense experience what I have, can not really help me to be into this position. And I think so. I was looking for a larger role in this industry, and thus I got an opportunity in the very next month, like on the third month, I got an opportunity with JLL, the Jones Lang LaSalle company, as an subject matter expert, what I was looking at, and my core competency, which is called housekeeping, and they call it here as a soft services.
Correct.
And there, the way that was the journey I started, and I never looked back, and I just went on growing.
And then just to interrupt you, in this journey, I met you almost around 10 years ago, and
Yes, exactly.
we were met in one mall,
Like Market City, Kurla.
one of the largest mall, and from there we know each other, and lot
Yes.
of leadership skills, lot of things you have done that way.
I remember that day you were being interviewed by the client, and I was just sitting next to that.
Correct, correct, sir. How about this now the FM industry is like in this COVID situation, current COVID situation. How you are tackling the situation right now? How you are managing your staff?
See, there are few areas when initially when the Pradhan Mantri announced the lockdown. It was everywhere panicking because you and I, we all facing this for the very first time, because when it happened, I believe this happened years ago, 90 years, 100 years ago, this happened, and we don't know how they tackled. But for us, it was something new. And when it came to industry serving and into where we wanted to have people around into our premises, so what came to my mind was immediately I spoke to the down the line team, basically that guys, you all need to stay around, hang around. Whatever the expenses are there, the company will take care of you guys. The company will take care of your food allowance and everything. We will ensure that there's a proper safety for you guys. So in that way, myself got to that level, spoke to down the line team, and convinced them to stay back into the same premises for continuous 3 months till this pandemic, this lockdown was going on. And we were in continuously touch with them, as in because when we were also at lockdown, but we had our family members and they did not have anybody. They were just sitting and monitoring my sites, my centers, everything. And I was the one talking to them on the phone. My down the line team was talking to them. It made sure that they all safe, and we kept them busy by talking to them. And this is how it was a success, that we had people taking care of the sites and the properties.
Correct, sir. That's a great, because the downline team has to be taken care, and they are like a backbone for the facility management. So that was the great thing which you and your team are doing. That was wonderful. So, sir, in this current situation, what you think will be the future of the FM industry?
This facility management now, it will, I would say, there'll be a big spark, and it will boom,
Yeah,
boom such a way, because all this while, this was always my concern. Housekeeping was never ever given importance before this pandemic. Let me be very clear. Housekeeping was always treated as a low category department. So I believe after this corona, or during this corona, now there's a lot of importance given for this housekeeping department. I'll tell you one thing which I always tell my people, that you should always be very happy and proud of that you're working for a department which is a very important department for everybody. For example, Subodh, let me tell you one thing. Tomorrow, like in Mumbai, if the BMC department stop taking your door-to-door garbage, you think Bombay will be as clean as what it is now?
correct.
No. The day BMC stops taking garbage from your respective houses, where are you going to throw your garbage? Of course, you cannot stay with your garbage in your house for not in one day. Then what you're going to do? You're going to take the garbage and you're going to leave it down the building. But BMC is not going to clear that. So what will happen? You will start smelling. Your areas will start smelling. Your building will start smelling.
Correct.
So similar, housekeeping is such a way. If the moment housekeeping department is vanished from this industry, there's nothing going to happen. So always give that importance to housekeeping. Number one, always treat the housekeeping department in the very high respect, because today you see all the clearance, all the messy job is done by the housekeeping.
Correct.
Even in most of your hospitals, if you see, housekeeping department is playing the crucial role in cleanliness of each and its respective rooms of the hospitals.
Correct.
So housekeeping is the number one department of this facility management services.
I agree with you, sir. I agree. I totally agree with you. That housekeeping is like a backbone currently in current situation where the hygiene and safety comes. Now people are realizing what housekeeping are, and what is the main and this in this situation, like the place like Mumbai, where a lot of other outstates people came in, and now they are not there. So now people are realizing ki how important they are to clean their workplace, their restaurants, their buildings. So everyone is
Correct.
then, sir. How you manage your team? Like what team,
Sorry.
like what do you that leadership skills you give? I wanted to know. I wanted to tell to all the viewers that how you manage your team.
See, leadership skills, basically not much the leadership skills. I only try to use some formulas wherein, for example, for example, if you're managing your office, I'll just give some examples there. As a layman, what he has to do, and as a person, me, when I'm walking to the office, it is all matching.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, when I walk to our office, I walk into the lift lobby, I get into the lift, I get into the elevator, and I'm expecting my lift should be sparkling clean, right? Second, when I walk out of the lift and I'm entering my office, I see the glass door and I want to see my glass door clean. Fine. After that, I just walk down to my workstation. I put my bag down and I'm expecting my bag, my tabletop, my desk should be clean. And then the fourth one, I go to the washroom because I've just come from out. I have to freshen up. So my fourth option is washroom, which I want to see sparkling clean, because when I'm using a washroom, I have to see that washroom is all clean. Let it be the wash basin, let it be the urinals, or let it be the WC. And the fifth and the final thing, when I come out, I would like to have a fresh of coffee or a tea to start my day. And if my pantry is all clean, my cups are clean, the coffee machine is clean, my day has started in a very positive note. I take my coffee with a smile, I sit and I start my day with a positive note. The same thing I tell each and every one of you, my down the line team, guys, this is how the day has to start. Ensure that your lift is clean, the lift lobby is clean, the glass door is clean, the workstations are cleaned properly, the washrooms are cleaned, the pantry is clean. I believe once we meet all these 5 parameters, I don't think so you will have a single complaint in the day.
Correct.
This is my therapy of working.
How you motivate your staff to stay with you and control attrition? Because in this industry we face lot of attrition issues.
For motivational, it's very thing because it's very simple for me, because working in this industry for last 15-20 years, there are n number of experience I've gone through. So that really helps me, because throughout the day when you're working, I come across again those things which I have done there, and it becomes very simple for me to help the boys, help my team, to show them and give them examples that this is how I used to do it, and this is how if you do it, you will get better results. And when they do that, they really like it the way I've told them. And when they do it, they implement all those things, they impart all those things, and they get better results. They come back to me and they say, "Sir, thank you very much for helping me. All this while I used to get confused. How do I do it? And you have shown me the right way." So this is how it helps them that they are into the right hands. They know exactly, because today even if a layman comes to me for an help, I cannot say, "Guy, go and talk to the supervisor." I have to be on that same track with him and help him and guide him. Let boss, this is how it has to be done. Of course, later on I will inform my supervisor that, guys, once a person had come to me and this is what they are lacking of. You need to see that they have been trained on those particular aspects. So I believe continuous trainings and continuous talking to the team, being with them, patting their back on the good job done. I believe these are small little things this layman, they are waiting for. I believe the day you start doing all this, I think so they're all yours. I don't think so they will even go anywhere else. The attrition level will be very low.
Correct. Thank you. That was like when I just wanted to tell something which I learned from you was the skills. I'll tell you. I'll just share with all the people why I called you on the first episode itself, because I was looking for a leader who managed a show very well. So I have learned this thing because when we were in Phoenix Market City, how we coordinated, how we manage, how we do the openings of that mall. So that was the skill which I always used to everyone. The same way to make sure ki how things are getting, and the main part is the communication between you,
Right.
between the leader and the down level. The not I should not call down level people because they are the backbone. So our housekeeping.
Right.
So,
The
so
blue
how
point.
we communicate and how we make them comfortable, how we make them so that they make our work very easy, right?
Right.
So, sir,
Also, I think you should share that experience. We both work together to achieve 96% the audit score at In-Orbit Mall, where before it was getting 30 to 40%. Within 1 week, we converted into 96%, right?
correct. There are a lot of things which we can share, but this video can be big, much more bigger.
In-Orbit Mall, right? If I'm not mistaken, In-Orbit Mall, Bangalore,
A bit more Bangalore.
right?
Yeah, correct.
In-Orbit Mall, right?
Correct.
Correct, correct.
So we lot of things like even the documentation part which you shared, lot of things how to manage your times and motion, then your how you the consumption reports, how you do that. That was the thing which, and even you manage the quality control.
Yes,
Yeah. So that was the learn.
it's my core competency.
That was the learning which I learned from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anytime, Subodh, anytime for you. And anytime in the industry, I'm always trying to help people because it is, after all, it's our industry, and we have to ensure that that level has to always be a mark. The what they say, sky is the limit. So we have to ensure that, and every day is a different learning. What we were there 10 years before, and now we see something different. So we have to go as per the generation.
Correct. So, sir, since I'm making this video for a motivational purpose, what do you like to say to our viewers?
Yeah, I'll tell you. When I was with JLL, it was a IPC company, multinational company. So there I was always the client side. But then that level of trainings and the knowledge which I got with JLL, of course, JLL was a very turning point for me to get into this industry, where I served almost 5 years, 5 years with them, and I was groomed such a way. But then that facility management technique, more technique I wanted to get into, which I had to go down the line, one level down, and work to some companies where I could get to the depth of the facility management, which I did. I did work for a couple of companies. I went to the depth of the facility management. I took those challenges over there, because working on a level and then working on a level, couple of levels down, position down, it is very difficult for people to digest that.
Correct.
Because at the time you are a client, and then later on you go on another side as a vendor, and then you take everything from the client.
Correct.
So it becomes very difficult. But I took it positively because I knew that I was grasping some knowledge for me, where I can build this thing to another level when I'm joining some other company. And the same thing which I'm doing now, I've got both a multinational company level experience, as well as I've got the vendor management services I've got into me, and thus I'm imparting those things when I'm working right now. So this is a very simple for everybody, a message that no matter you work anywhere, you put your whole efforts, ensure that it's all result oriented, and that's what is your experience.
Correct. So, sir, just not to make this video too long, And just to finish, and uh, thank you for coming and joining us today on this show. I will definitely, this is the COVID situation and we are into far distance, so I couldn't invite you to my good of studio, which I will be there in future. So I'll soon be calling you on the face to face as well.
Very soon we'll catch up. So I would like to just say one message to everybody. Stay home, stay safe. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye-bye.